Good day, friends. It is me, HLModTech, and I am back with another fun, fast Tinkercad tutorial. So let's get cracking. Friends, before we get started, a quick history lesson. This is my floor plan tutorial. I've also got another house. I'll have both the original tutorials up above. We're here today because one of my favorite users, Brian, said, hey, how would you make a bay window? Of course, you'll need to build one of these first. Don't forget the tutorials up above. But friends, here's how I would make a bay window. I'm going to make a brand new project, call it 3D Design. Of course, change the name. This will be Bay Window. The first thing we're going to do is search for a trapezoid. If you type trap in the search, we're going to use this green one. When it comes out, use the sweet shift rotate. I'm going to tell you to look at it from a corner, and we're going to lay it down. Make sure you hit D to drop. Friends, we're going to quickly change the measurements. We want this top width to be 60. We want the height to be 30. We want the height to be 30, and we want the thickness to be 60. When you press enter, you'll see that is starting to look like a bay window. We do need to press D so we can drop it to the work plane. Now we're going to use this exact same piece to cut out some of the rest. So please do Control D, switch the second one to a hole, and then we're going to subtract 4 from each piece of this. So 80 becomes 76, 60 becomes 54, 30 becomes 26, and once again 60 becomes 54, and press enter. When we select the two of them, we're going to use L for a line, and we want them to go to the back on this side. Notice it is easier to spot that if you look from this corner. We want the middle, and we want the middle, and we want to group it. When you look in the back, we have got a really sweet cutout bay window area almost instantly. Now the next part is to cut out the holes for the windows. Alright friends, now it is time to cut out the awesome windows. Bring out a cube, hold down shift and stretch it to Crazyville, and then the number I want you to type is 54 and press enter. This is now the exact size we want to cut out of our window. Friends, now we can select those two, choose a line, make the green one the boss, and we want it to be centered. I'm going to tell you to put it to the back and centered this way. Now friends, this is going to cut that out, but watch this. We're going to also use this part for the glass. Click Control D. I'm going to tell you a fun color is blue, and I'm going to tell you to lock it for a moment. Now if we select this, you'll notice it says 3 shapes, but this one doesn't really count. When we hit group, after a moment we can select our blue one, unlock it, press T for transparent, and bingo, you have got the glass that fits your window exactly. You can pull it back to the front just the way you want. How cool is that? Alright friends, so now that we've got that awesome glass, let's lock it. Alright everybody, let's add our side windows almost as quickly. Once again, we're going to do W for work plane. We're going to bring out the whole cube. I'm going to tell you the numbers based on what we did before are 24 and press enter, and we're going to use 54 and press enter. Now we want to drop this down to this height right here. So we're going to put the work plane right there. W is the shortcut, D is for drop, and now we're going to put the work plane back on the front of this so we can push it in. Now we only want to push this in far enough to cut. It's going to leave a little mark down here on the edge, and I haven't found a way to get rid of that, but I am just going to leave mine. Now friends, this is the really cool part. I'm going to put the work plane on the ground so you can see this better. I'm going to do Control D, and we're going to keep that window again by hitting the blue one, and we're going to do lock so it doesn't go away, and I'm also going to hide it. Now we are going to use a fancy technique to copy this to the other side. So you need to click it. I'm going to tell you to put the work plane on here so that we've got that same work plane. We're going to copy the piece and the work plane. So if we do Control C, move to the other side, do W for work plane, paste it on the other side with Control V. It lands over here in Wackadoodle, but if you press D for drop, friends, it puts it on the exact right plane. You can use your arrow keys to nudge it into place. I'm going to do F for fit view so you can see it better. And you can see that is really darn awesome. Looks like one more click this way to get it perfect. I'm going to push it through just enough so that it's showing up. I like that. It's going to cut. It will leave that little mark, but like I said, I'm just going to ignore that. Now, friends, I do want a second copy of this to make for the glass, so we will do Control D again. I will set it that blue that is going to be my glass color, and I'm going to lock it. Put the work plane on the ground so you can see this better, and right now we're going to group the green and the hole. Notice this one is locked, so it will not attach. When we hit group, even though it says 5, we will really only have the 2 openings and our blue parts that are going to be the windows. Let's make this come to life by clicking on that, doing the work plane. That allows us to push it in this direction so it becomes a window. Make sure you get it to the exact right spot for your window. Notice it's going to have to move up one. So I'm going to do Control up to move it forward, and then I'll have to back it up 2 millimeters. Set T for transparent. If we do Show All, the other one comes back. I do need to put the work plane on the front of it. That is important. If we do Control up, notice I had the wrong one, so I'm going to do Control Z. Now if I do Control up, after I unlock it, you can see it moves right up where it's supposed to be. And then if we change the angle, we can get it so that it's clear with the T for transparent. I'm going to put the work plane down so we got a better look at it. But friends, there is your bay window. Now I do have a trick for the top. Let's add that quickly as well. We are going to do W for work plane as we put this part on top. And we're going to search for another trapezoid. When you type trapezoid, this time we are looking for the awkward trapezoid. When you bring it in, it has got a bunch of numbers and we need to change them all. Follow me closely. We're going to do 60. We're going to do 20. We are going to use 80 and we're going to use 20. We want that left height to go to 0, but it's going to lock at 0.5. And we're going to do 20 for the right height, and we're going to do 30 and press enter. If we do shift select and choose a line, make sure you pick the green one as the boss, and you pick middle, and you pick the back edge. Friends, there you have it, epic bay window. I'm going to put the work plane back on the ground. I'm going to pick a different color. I'm going to make this brown. I'm going to make the top brown. Now friends, I would love to be able to save this as a shape under my creations, but transparency doesn't go with it. So friends, to copy this, we do need to do a little trick. Make sure that you've got everything unlocked. So there, all my shapes are unlocked and we're ready. When you've got it all unlocked, do Control C to copy it and then switch to your other project. Now I'm going to choose to put this window right here. So I'm going to do work plane and I'm going to do Control V to paste. Now it was made a lot larger and it came through turned the other way. Not a big deal. I'm going to hold down shift and snap, rotate it twice, and then do D to drop. Now I can shift squeeze to get it so it fits the way I want and drag it down into place. Zoom in and shift squeeze until I am exactly happy with where I've got it placed. I think that is pretty cool, but as you can see, there is a wall in the way. Friends, we're going to solve that real quickly. We still have the work plane there. You could not see it because I had the grid shut off, but there is my work plane. Right now, we're going to cut a hole in the building by bringing out our shapes. I had them hidden right here. We're going to cut that hole. Notice I'm just going to the corner of my window, and then I'm going to use the black handle to get it right where I want it. Notice I do have 0.1 nudge so I can be more perfect. If we do F to fit view, you can see that is going to be under there just perfect. So then all I need to do is push it through. I'm going to do shift select, so I just grabbed the house. And when I group it, boom, the house is cut out and now the window fits. W for work plane and bam, how cool is that? Friends, I hope you learned a ton of skills. I also want to thank Brian for this suggestion. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please also hit that share button so more people can learn about HLModTech. Don't forget, you absolutely make my day if you take time to leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button. And last but not least, hit that notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching, Have a great day.